Hello Hoovians, Crispy Bro here, yes, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, we are finally at the end of Series 11. I managed to get a review out a week, pretty much. Haters said I couldn't do it, and here we are, woo! Since I did do an entire reaction to this episode, I won't be doing my traditional, formatted review. I'll just be rambling on with pictures and stuff. It's gonna be entertaining. But if you haven't seen my reaction to the Battle of Ranskoor, Kolos, man, you really think they'd have a more simple name for the finale. But if you haven't seen that, you can watch it right now. It's up on my channel. It should be. Is it suggested here? I've never done the suggested thing. It's in one of these corners. I'm a YouTuber. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm a YouTuber. Alrighty, so some of my first thoughts on Series 11, Episode 10, the finale, the Battle of Ranskoor Kolos. I'm just gonna call it the Series 11 finale from now on. I saw in a lot of your comments that you guys felt like it didn't really feel like a finale. Decent episode, but aside from Ryan and Graham's bits, really didn't feel like much of a finale. I liked it, but it didn't feel finale-y. I was pretty disappointed with the episode. It just didn't feel like a series finale. Now, this is a really interesting point. Like, a lot of you guys did say it. That was just a few examples. Because I feel like that was mainly because there was no series arc. There wasn't any build-up. I do think I'll be making a video on how to fix Series 11. Like, don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy this series, but I feel like there were a few improvements that could have been made to really, really hype up fans and get them more hooked on the show than what it is now. Like, can you imagine if, like, every episode or every second episode there was some kind of reference to the Stenza and, like, Tim Shaw being alive and being treated like this god on this planet to these two, I can't remember what they're called. So then, in turn, that would have been an amazing payoff, and, it would have got a lot more interest in the finale, because I thought at the very least they'd have some kind of cliffhanger at the end of It Takes You Away, but that wasn't it. That wasn't the case. So we just kind of went into the finale being like, oh gosh, we're here now. This is it. This is the end. But anyway, moving on. Let me just say, Jodie Whittaker. This is her first season. By far, the most controversial casting Doctor Who has ever seen. And from my perspective, my opinion, I think she absolutely smashed it. She kept me hooked. She kept me intrigued. I think she had such great energy. The role of the Doctor is no easy task. Only a handful of people can say that they've done it. So I can imagine the pressure that she must have been under. And I really do feel like she delivered. I'm very proud of her, and I'm glad that she is staying for another series. I'm keen to see what else Jodie Whittaker has in store for us. Now on to the companions. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo. My boy Graham, wow, that is one of the strongest New Who companions we have ever seen. Hands down, he was lovable, and he had so much heart. He was one of the only companions this series where I was actually invested in what he was feeling, and he felt very real. I'm glad in this episode that he didn't actually kill Tim Shaw, but it would have been so interesting if Graham stays for Series 12. What would have happened if he did? Like, would the Doctor resent him? Would the Doctor stick to her word? Did the Doctor say that Graham wouldn't be allowed to travel in the TARDIS if he did kill Tim Shaw? Like that? Oh man, that would have been a very interesting dynamic. But oh well, I'm glad that he didn't though. Now on to Ryan. Ryan is he was an interesting one. I did like Ryan. I loved his relationship he had with Graham and how that progressed over the series. If anything, that was the series arc. But I felt like he could have brought more to the table. I don't know how, but I feel like he's not as memorable as Graham. Now on to Yaz. She is an interesting one because I felt like her character had so much potential. In episode 1 they set her up. She's an aspiring, well, not aspiring, she's a police officer aspiring to do more, be taken more seriously. And I thought we were going to see that progress throughout the series, but we really didn't. So she was just kind of there, and we didn't really get to see much of her, like, police skills in action, I guess. They could have brought that. I don't know, I just felt like she was kind of there, and, she didn't really add much to any of the episodes apart from maybe Demons of the Punjab, but even in that, like, it wasn't necessarily like her defining episode, you know what I mean? So I feel like she's definitely the weakest companion, and in this episode I don't think she really did anything to make me love her character anymore. Yeah, that's the main TARDIS crew. I was quite impressed with them. I was quite impressed. And this episode I was very impressed with. Like, as I said during my reaction, it kept me on the edge of my seat, and I don't know, I felt like this is the most excited I had been in a Doctor Who episode since episode 1 this series. So that was kind of nice. That was kind of nice. So anyway, to conclude, my overall rating, my very last overall rating for Series 11, wow, for the episode The Battle of Ranskoor of Kolos, also known as the Series 11 finale, will be an 8.5 out of 10. It was enjoyable, it kept me on the edge of my seat, and it did feel fresh. There you go, that's it, we're done. Series 11 reviews, bye-bye. Wow, can't believe they're done. But now we're going to do some cool stuff. I'm going to give you my Series 11 ranking from worst to best, because at the end of each of my reviews I give an episode rating. So here we go. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm not quite sure why the footage corrupted there. It hasn't really done that before. I might need to get that checked out. But anyway, that is the review. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your episode rankings in the comments below. I would love to read them. And what are your thoughts on the episode and the series as a whole? Because you never know, I might use your opinions in a future video. But anyway, that's going to be it. I need to go to bed. So please like this video. Please subscribe if you've not already. And I'll see you very shortly, I think. Yeah, very shortly, I hope. Allons-y!